You know, here, Doug. There we go. I think we're good to go, sir.
All right. Did you bang the gavel at the beginning or at the end, or just?
Both, I believe,
Right.
actually.
All right, I will call to order the Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024 meeting of the Monona Finance and Personnel Committee. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder DePula.
Here.
Alder Wood.
Here.
Mayor O'Connor is excused.
All right, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes?
I don't think there are any minutes.
I was
We didn't have
just
attached.
gonna look. I think you're right.
Oh, I'm approving nothing.
Do we have anybody who wants to appear on an item
we-
not on the agenda?
No, no forms and there's no one online, sir.
All right, there's no unfinished business, new business. 6A is consideration of renew Monona Loan Program request for Adam Thomas, 6214 Bridge Road. Mr. Plowman,
Good evening.
good evening.
So the request here is from Mr. Adam Thomas, 6214 Bridge Road. The request is with the Renew Monona Loan Program under the Major Home Rehab category, and it would be the sort of project scope here is the addition of an egress window, the addition of a wall, other items to add a bedroom in the basement, as well as kind of fixing the shower surround to complete the full bathroom in the basement as well. The total cost of improvements just over $7,500, and the applicant requested the 50% of that, which would make it just over $3,800 that is requested as part of this program. The CDA did waive review of loan requests less than $50,000 in May of 2021, delegating it to city staff review. A full memo is included in the meeting packet. The project does meet all of the eligibility requirements. One thing that I would like to point out is that the work is now completed, but the applicant was in contact with me sort of before the work had taken place, and it was really sort of a timing more than anything that caused it to be on the agenda now rather than before the work had completed. The applicant is here this evening, should there be any questions, and that's it from staff. Thanks.
Okay, is there a motion first?
Motion to approve?
I'll second. Do you have any questions?
I have no questions.
Neither do I. This seems pretty straightforward.
Yes.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So your loan is approved.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. I only have one question. Who's your contractor? That seems like a really good deal.
It was two guys, two organizations. One, the egress window was DS3 or something like that. I mean, I could, it's probably in there.
Oh,
It
no,
is.
yeah. Was just curious. 'cause-
Oh, yeah. And then I got a handyman that helped with all the other stuff, so.
Oh, awesome.
Perfect.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, 6B is consideration of the renewed Monona Loan Program request for Matthew and Amy Martin, 6110 Sylvan Lane. Is there a motion on this one? Patrick, is there a motion?
Yes, there's a motion to approve.
I'll second. Doug?
Thank you. So second Renew Monona application of the year. This is also under the Major Home Rehab category, 6110 Sylvan Lane. The applicant here is requesting $75,000, the maximum loan amount for this category. And the total project cost is just under $500,000. The project scope here is the expansion of the existing garage, including a closet cubby area, kitchen remodel, additions including a new sunroom, primary bedroom, bathroom, closet, fourth bedroom office, laundry area, as well as some new high efficiency mechanicals and windows to be included as well. Again, the applicant does meet the eligibility requirements. This did require a CDA review and was unanimously recommended for approval at last week's CDA meeting. Staff recommends approval. Thanks.
Okay. And the applicant is here. If you have any questions, I would just note that we're still, CDA is still planning to get back to sort of reviewing some of the eligibility requirements for the program. But like you said, as of now, it certainly is, qualifies. I think it's, it's clearly a good project. Anything else, Patrick?
No.
Then all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. You're good to go.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me get back to the agenda. Keep shrinking every time I do that.
I know.
6C is consideration of resolution 24-9-2737 operating budget amendment for 2024 certified local government sub-grant. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
I'll second. Doug?
Thank you. Presenting on behalf of Assistant Planner Jepson this evening. This is coming out of the Landmarks Commission. I can go into some of the details, but basically this is a certified local government CLG grant that allows for the potential nomination of the Frostwoods Historic District to the National Register of Historic Places. The city was awarded a grant award of $22,000 with no city match required. This is building on the 2019 intensive survey of historical sites within the city. Previously, some National Register properties have been added, and now they're looking to do the district as well. A lot of this is sort of just a reallocation simply because the city pays and then is reimbursed. So there would be no out-of-pocket cost for this. The contractor, and I believe that would be the next item, but the bids did come in within this, excuse me, within the $22,000 that is put forward. This was recommended for approval by the Landmarks Commission in August of this year.
Yeah, just one comment on the budget amendment. So the city will upfront the money and then get reimbursed. So we have to technically take it out of fund balance and then reimburse the fund
Right.
balance.
Yeah.
Just an FYI.
They have a pretty tight timeline with these grants that's kind of like you have to meet certain days. So I think it's next August, is it?
Yes, I believe so. And I previously managed the last CLG grant that we had. It kind of went through the COVID shutdown, so we did get some extensions for that. But yes, they were very good about that, and we were, I believe with that one, we were
Same way.
submitting throughout the work.
Okay.
I think we did sort of a 50% completion, we paid, and were reimbursed. So we have track record working with these. Yeah.
Okay. And then maybe it was, I'm not sure if it was in the materials for this item or the next one, but you discussed that the Crossroads Homes Association, I guess they met and unanimously, the people who were there unanimously supported the creation of the district?
Yes, that's something that is typically requested as part of the application, of course, to make sure that there's support, there's interest from the groups. We did the same with the homes, that were nominated previously. And so this was something that was important both to staff but also to the Landmarks Commission, was to make sure that there was interest, but also that this was sort of put forward in an open and transparent way. So I believe staff from the State Historic Society met with them twice, actually, members of the Homeowners Association. And yes, the vote was taken at the April 2023 meeting, where it was unanimously recommended to vote to support this. Yeah.
So this would allow people within the district to access funds, or what's the benefit to?
Yes, so firstly, kind of the prestige of the nomination and sort of the ability for this would be the first district within the city. So there's definitely kind of that being on the National Register. But there are also tax credit opportunities there for owners within it. So there are some opportunities, I believe, with some of the improvements and things like that. And
Right.
those details were shared with them during that 2023 meeting. Yeah.
But it doesn't commit, it doesn't require anyone within the district to do anything.
That's correct. Yeah, that's my understanding. That it's very much neutral. That there's upside, and a lot of this was sort of education kind of educational materials to sort of address some of those, concerns that residents may have had, and the state does a very good job of that, and we sort of lent on them to
Yeah.
put these materials together for that as well.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
Nope, I'm familiar with it.
Okay. Then, is this a roll call? Would the clerk please call the roll?
Alder DePula,
Aye.
Alder Wood,
Aye. Motion carries. 6D is consideration of Resolution 24-9-2738, authorizing staff to execute a professional service contract for National Register nomination of the Frostwoods Historic District. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
I'll second. Doug?
Thank you. So, as mentioned, this is kind of building on the previous agenda item. This would be moving into a contract with UW Milwaukee, their Cultural Resources Management Center. We have done work with them in the past. They were one of two bidders on the work for the district. The prices came in very close, within a couple $100s of one another. UW Milwaukee, as well as Mead and Hunt, were both interviewed by Assistant Planner Jepson, Alder Rademacher, who chairs Landmarks Commission, as well as Rebecca Holmquist, one of the citizen members. And it was unanimously agreed that UW Milwaukee were the preferred candidate. Just generally, they demonstrated greater familiarity with the neighborhood, the resources available, and greater enthusiasm for the project. So this was the cheaper of the two options. And Alder Bernstein sort of raised a good point today as well, that there are other eligible expenses that can be included up to that $22,000, with staff time being one of those. So although $280 would be the difference, it's the intention that we would put that towards staff time. The administration of this, the work that's required, there are still certainly administrative elements to this. So this item in particular voted unanimously the Landmarks Commission voted to unanimously select UW Milwaukee at the August 27th meeting. And the focus here, I believe, is that it would allow us to execute the contract. There'll still be some back and forth, I think, between City Attorney Cole, as well as the state, as well as the vendor. So really sort of allowing some leeway there for that to take place.
Right.
So I think it's more the concept of the contract rather than the specific document in the packet itself.
Okay, any questions?
I do not.
Then all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Six E is consideration of resolution 24-9-2740, the budget amendment for demolition of structures in tax increment number 7 and redevelopment area number 7. Is there a motion?
A motion to approve?
I will second. Neil, are you gonna take this?
Yes, sir, I can. Thank you, Alder. This is essentially, the city has a controlling interest on two properties on Monona Drive with the intent of getting those redeveloped and eventually back into private hands and under the tax roll. One of the key steps to be able to do that will be to clear the existing structures on the site. We went out and received two bids to do that, kind of bleeding over a little bit into the next item. This budget amendment would be for changing the budget for TID 7 funds. There will no general funds used for this at this point, but there is fund balance available in TID 7 to fund this project. But we are requesting a formal budget amendment in order to proceed with that work.
Okay. Patrick, do you have any questions?
Nope, I'm familiar with what's going on there.
So is the difference between these two is one is
the budget amendment, the other one is execution of the actual contract to do the work.
okay.
We just need the budget amendment first.
And these are located at the corner of St. Teresa Terrace and Monona Drive.
That's correct.
All right, if there's no other questions, all those in favor, Sorry, this is a roll
Need a
call.
roll call, I believe, yep.
Alder Wood,
Aye.
Alder DeBoer,
Aye.
Motion carries. 24, that's the next item, 24-9-2741, award of contract for demolition of structures in tax increment district number 7 and redevelopment district number 7. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
I'll second. Neil?
Yep, I can provide that report as well, thank you. Essentially, staff received two, essentially proposals to do this work. The proposal from Robinson Brothers was the low bid, low qualified bidder on the project. Essentially, we're asking for award of their contract to conduct the work. We believe they would probably, once executed, where staff is assuming they'll be able to get on that project within the next 30 to 60 days, so it would be fairly quick turnaround to get that work done. We did suggest, in terms of conversations with the consultant or the proposed contractor here, to add a little bit of a contingency above and beyond their proposal to, in case there's any unexpected asbestos mitigation costs. So you'll see the resolution includes an additional up to an additional 20% contingency for that particular reason. So available for any questions if anyone has any.
Nope, and just, yeah, to kind of underline the fact that these are properties the city controls.
That is correct, sir. The city has a controlling interest on both properties, yes.
All right, then, Mark.
No, I think Patrick.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
All right. It's a water contract, so, then all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Okay, thank you.
6G is acceptance of general fund accounts payable checks dated August 16th to 29th, 2024. Documentation of invoices paid is available in the city clerk's office. Mark?
Yeah, a lot of invoices this pay period, or this month so far today, but the first page, page 83, Amazon, it's basically our credit card we have with Amazon. We do online ordering with them, and these are all the different departments. Everybody's under one umbrella. Page 83, August Winter and Sons, that's the lift stations reconstructions. That's been part of the capital. A lot of capital, a lot of pool stuff in here, concessions and things like that, you'll notice. Page 86, Quick Trip is our fuel. Page 87, Motorola. Capital items related to the squads and portable radios.
Are those related to any of those related to the accidents, or is that all?
That was all budgeted for,
Right.
so no.
Okay.
Page 88, at the very bottom strand, things they're working on for us, mill and overlay, bike path easements, and so on.
The bike path easement, that's the bike path at
Yeah,
Warrenville Park?
Warrenville Park.
Is that resolved?
I believe the school district actually is going to be meeting on it on September 11th. I think the contractor's been trying to avoid doing work on that spot until the easement's officially moved over, but we're not anticipating any issues at this
Yeah.
point.
Okay, great.
Page 93, kind of what you talked about, Kaiser Ford, squad damage. We do have insurance, so our deductible is $1,000. Page 94, Monona Community Festival, their tourism grant, they were up to $15,000, but they so far only requested $11,000 so far. They did pay their invoices to the city related to the police and fire cost. Page 95, TAPCO is a rapid flash beacon that's being installed. In 96, page 96, Warner Electric had street light replacements.
Where are the rapid flash beacons is that a replacement of existing, do you know?
I mean, this is actually, is this the one we want to put in by the library here?
I believe it's that one right
Yeah, they
there.
think there's a second one. This staff is recommending adding a one, but it's a little bit
Down the hill.
Down the hill?
down the hill to kind of just because of the number of kids that are crossing from
Right.
the after-school programs and so forth.
Yeah,
It was recommended if there was available budget to install one there.
okay. Is that it, Mark? or-
Yep, that's all I have.
All right, Patrick, any questions?
I don't have any.
Then, is there a motion to accept the bills?
Motion to accept the bills.
Second. Further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any staff updates?
I don't, no,
No, sir.
All right, then is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned.